Hello friends, welcome to Machine Learning the Future course. Welcome to part 7, Deep Learning. So what is deep learning? So deep learning is a machine learning technique that mimics the working of human brain in processing the data and creates pattern for use in kind of decision making. So you heard it right. Yes, we are mimicking the human brain, and that is deep learning. And how can we do that? With the introduction of a basic unit of our nervous system and most important part of our brain, which is neuron. So as you know that our brain contains millions and billions of neurons which are connected to each other, and that helps our brain to make a kind of decision, and that is the idea of how our brain works. So what is a deep learning? So we are looking into how our human brain operates, and then we can create any kind of decision making with respect to that. So yes, our human brain consists of neuron, which consist of various parts such as neutron, body, branches, and there are billions of neurons in human brain, and each neuron is connected to thousands of its neighbors. So we in a deep learning will mimic how our brain operates, and then will create a pattern of use for decision making with respect to our machine learning use cases. So to mimic our human brain, we need to understand how is the processing done in our brain, right? So that is the neuron. And what are neurons? Neurons are the cell that receive, process and transmit information through electrical signals in our brain. All these billions of neurons are connected to thousands of neighbors, and what our aim is, will create an artificial neural network where we have all those neurons connected to each other. So that is our idea in deep learning. So what exactly or how exactly is the architecture of these artificial neural networks? So there are three layers in it: input layer, hidden layer and output layer. So the input layer consists of neurons and the values that we know about a certain situation. So this will be our independent variables in our use case, where our data set consists of various number of columns. So input layer will be the values which we know, output layer is the value which we want to predict. Example, if you want to predict a transaction is fraud or not, a person will get a loan in the bank or not, whether he is going to continue with the bank or not, all those decision making is done by the output layer. And the middle layer is the hidden layer. Just like the human brains have billions of neurons connected to each other, here we'll have hidden layer which consists of neurons which add additional transformation of inputs. So all these layers, input layer, hidden layer and output layer, will consist of neurons. So each of these layers will contain of neurons, and all those neurons will be connected to each other, and they will produce the output. So I will just show you the diagram as well in the later part. Yes, so here it is. So as you can see in the diagram, input layer consists of 3 neurons over here. All those neurons are connected to the hidden layer neurons. Now as you can see, there are 2 stack of hidden layers, each of them containing 4 neurons, but this can be 2, this can be 3, this can be 4, and we need to do some kind of calculations or predict how exactly is this number of hidden layers calculated, but it can be anything. And the last layer is the output layer. So this is the input, this is the hidden layer, and this is your output layer, which will actually predict the result with respect to our use case in our data set. So that is it. So the input value is processed through all those hidden layers and then to the output layer. So all this architecture, as you can see over here, is similar to a human brain. A human brain consists of millions and billions of neurons which are connected to each other. So all those neurons are connected to each other, and the decision making happens, and at the output end of the output layer there will be millions of decisions outputs which will be coming, and at last there will be a decision which is being made by our brain. So that is deep learning, because there will be a number of hidden layers which will be there. So this is 2 stack of hidden layers, there will be 3, there will be 4, and that goes on deep as it possible. So that is the deep learning which is happening over here because of this hidden layer, and that is why it is known as deep learning. So let's begin our artificial neural network in our next part. So till that time, as you have already stated, we'll again go through the deep learning, which is our machine learning technique that mimics the working of a human brain. So let's begin our artificial neural networks in our next part. Hope you're enjoying this video series. Thank you very much. Bye bye.